Hello and welcome. I'm Merlin Daniel Shepherd, your business English trainer. Today we are going to master 2 essential skills that will make you sound like a true professional. Writing clear, impactful emails and speaking confidently in business meetings. But first, let's warm up our mind with a quick game. And the name of the warm-up activity is email or meeting. Now, I will give you a scenario and you decide should this be an email or a meeting. Think quickly. Okay? Scenario 1. You need a quick approval for a design change. Think what should it be? A meeting or an email? Yes, that's right. It's an email. No need to waste 30 minutes on a meeting for that, isn't it? Scenario 2. Your team needs to brainstorm ideas for a new project. What should be the answer? What? Meeting, that's right. Emails can't capture the creative discussions. And that is the reason meeting is the right answer. Great! Now that your brain is warmed up, let's jump into today's lesson. Lesson plan break. Here's what we'll cover today. Part 1 is writing professional emails. Clarity, structure and tone. Part 2 is speaking confidently in business meetings. Starting strong, keeping it short and ending it with an impact. Finally, quick recap and the final takeaway. Let's begin with part 1, emails. A great business email is like a good cup of coffee. Strong, clear and leaves a good impression. Let me tell you about the 3-part email formula. Keep it clear, polite and professional. The subject line. The first impression is the subject line. Your subject line should be clear and specific. Which one do you think is better? Now, I will give you a good subject line and the bad one. You decide which one is better. Of course, the good one. Some people tend to write a bad subject line. And the subject line they write is just a single word. Important. Important for whom? The entire universe? No. Be specific. And a good subject line is meeting request, project update, March 28, 2025. And while writing, you can write it as meeting update, subject update, March 28, 2025. The opening of an email should be professional, not boring. Never start an email with hey or hi. This is business English, not a text message. Here's how to start it professionally. Formal, dear Mr. Smith. Neutral, hi Sarah. And casual for your colleagues. Hello team. The main message. Get to the point. Business professionals are busy. If your email looks like a novel, no one will read it. So keep it short, crisp and clear. Lengthy messages, big no. Never write lengthy messages or lengthy emails. Never write lengthy emails. For example of a lengthy email. I am writing you to let you know that I would appreciate your feedback regarding a report I sent 2 weeks ago. If you could kindly take a look at it and let me know your feedback, that would be great. Such a lengthy message or such a lengthy email, never do it. Better version of it is, could you please review the report I sent 2 weeks ago and share your feedback? thanks. The closing. End it professionally. Your closing should be polite and professional. Some people close it unprofessionally and that's bad. They say, see you later. That's unprofessional and that's not right. How to close it professionally? Looking forward to your response. Best regards, Merlin. That sounds good and professional. And that's it. A professional email in just a few sentences. Now let's move on to part 2, speaking confidently in business meetings. Now meetings, a place where some people shine and others, well, just nod and pretend to understand. But let's make sure you shine. Step 1. Start strong with a clear opening. Whether you are introducing a point, asking a question, or giving an update, start with confidence. Example of starting a meeting. Good morning, everyone. Let's begin with a quick overview of today's agenda. Example of giving an update. I'd like to update you on the marketing campaign's progress so far. Example of asking a question. Could you clarify the deadline of this project? Step 2. Keep it short and impactful. In business English, less is more. If you speak too much, people stop listening. So, here's the golden rule. In business meeting, we need to talk directly. State your point, give a short reason, and stop talking. I know this is the hardest part. Now, I want to give you an example of a person not coming to a point in a meeting, and this person literally says that. For example, so I was thinking about this marketing campaign and how we could improve it. I know we all do have different ideas about improving it, but how about if we try this social media approach? We might get better engagements, or maybe not. What do you think? Such a long sentence in a meeting without coming to a point is bad. Such a big run-on sentence in a meeting without coming to a conclusion is not right. I'll give you a better version. I suggest we focus on social media for this campaign. It is cost-effective and reaches a wider audience. What do you think? Step 3. Ending strong and handling awkward moments. Ever finished speaking and then silence? It happens. Here's how to end with confidence. Some people end it like this. So that's it, I guess. That's how some people end. How to end the meeting confidently? I'll tell you. Use this sentence. That concludes my point. I'd love to hear from you. So this is the way you can conclude your meeting with confidence. Now, a quick recap. So, what did we learn today? For emails, keep it clear, polite, and professional. For meetings, start strong, keep it short, and end with confidence. And that's it. These are the skills that make you sound like a pro in business settings. Try them out and you'll see the difference. Thank you for joining today's class, and if you enjoyed it, stay tuned for more business English lessons.